The city outside was asleep, its roar softened to a distant hum, a lullaby for millions. But for Michael, sleep was a foreign country. In his small apartment, silence pressed in, thick with memories. At his desk, a single lamp illuminated the clutter of his life. Pens, notebooks, a cold cup of tea. Tidying up, he opened a long-forgotten drawer and found a pale blue envelope. His father's handwriting stared back at him. It was a letter, written months before his father passed. A letter Michael had hidden away, unable to face its weight. Tonight, something changed. He felt ready to face it. He unfolded the letter. The ink faded, but the words clear, simple stories, questions, and a love his father struggled to say aloud. As Michael read, he was a boy again, hearing his father's voice. The ache of what was lost and what was never said settled over him once more. The letter unlocked memories Michael had tried to bury. He pulled a dusty box labeled Memories from his closet. Inside, photographs. Him and his father at a baseball game, learning to ride a bike, family dinners. Each image was a beautiful ghost, haunting him with warmth now out of reach. The regret crept in, not for the big moments, but for the ordinary ones he'd overlooked. How many times had he ignored his father reading in his chair, assuming there'd be more time? The photos told stories of love, but also of missed chances. He saw invitations declined, calls rushed, visits postponed. The box, meant for comfort, now cataloged all the moments he'd taken for granted. Staring at a photo of his father, Michael felt the full force of regret, not just for missed time, but for words left unsaid. He'd rarely said, "I love you," letting pride and awkwardness keep him silent. The apologies and questions he never voiced now echoed in his mind, addressed to a man who could no longer hear him. The weight of these unspoken words was a burden he carried every day. Michael placed the photos back in the box and gazed out at the city. He'd always waited for the perfect moment to say what mattered. But life doesn't wait. There's no perfect time, only now. His father's letter was written on an ordinary Tuesday, filled with everyday love. Michael realized he'd been saving his feelings for a grand finale that never came. Regret, he saw, was a prison built from, "I'll do it tomorrow." The past was closed, but the present was an open page. He couldn't change what happened, but he could choose what to do next. As dawn broke, he understood. The right time to love, to apologize, to connect, is always now. The present was waiting for him to write something new. As sunlight crept into his apartment, Michael felt a shift. Grief remained, but it no longer blinded him to the present. He thought of his mother, his sister, his best friend, connections neglected in his sorrow. The pain became a lesson. Time is precious, and love must be lived now. He couldn't speak to his father, but he could reach out to those still here. Purpose settled in him, not to forget, but to honor his father by living differently. Healing wouldn't come from fixing the past, but from embracing the present. He would show up, speak the words, cherish the moments. The sun was rising, and for the first time in a long while, Michael felt ready to rise with it. The present was his to claim. Morning light filled the room as Michael picked up his phone. No more waiting for the right time, he called his mother. She answered, surprised by the early call. This time, Michael didn't hide his feelings. "I was just thinking about you. I love you," he said, voice thick with emotion. Silence then. "I love you too, honey." They talked for nearly an hour. Real conversation, honest and vulnerable. He listened, asked questions, shared his heart. When he hung up, peace washed over him. Grief remained, but now it was joined by connection and warmth. He texted his sister, "Thinking of you. Proud to be your brother." He called his best friend. "Let's get dinner. I miss talking to you." Each action was a step into the present. In the weeks that followed, Michael kept taking small, deliberate steps. He saw life as a chance to connect, not just a list of obligations. Grief had blinded him, but now he noticed the world's beauty again. Healing, he realized, was a practice, like tending a garden. He couldn't bring back what was lost, but he could nurture what remained. Every call, every meal, every conversation was a seed of connection. Memories of his father became sources of gratitude, not just pain. He shared stories, keeping his father's spirit alive with joy, not regret. Peace came from accepting the past and investing in the present. The best way to honor the dead, he learned, is to fully embrace the living. Life is fragile and beautiful, and time is the one thing we can't reclaim. We often wait for the perfect moment to say what matters, but the universe doesn't wait. Don't wait to call, to write, to say, "I love you," or "I'm sorry." These words are the language of the heart, the threads that bind us. A simple expression of love can change a day or a life. Look around. Your loved ones are treasures. Don't assume they know. Let love be an action, a conversation, a priority. Close the distance pride or fear has created. In the end, we regret the words left unspoken, the love left unexpressed. Live today with an open heart. Speak your truth. Share your love. Do it now. Do it for them, for yourself, for all the moments you've been given. Because the time to love is always and only now.